hosted. Okay, so the domain is hosted at GoDaddy. Okay, so I'm showing you GoDaddy. This is where it's hosted. Okay, and you can see this is osa2019.org. If you go to DNS, and these are all the name servers. These are the name servers from AWS. There is nothing here. Okay. Okay. So next, I am going to Amazon console. Okay, I am there. I am logging in. Okay, okay, I'm logging in. Then here, okay, and then it is taking me there. Okay, and what has happened? I will show you a few things first. Billing, right? I'm going to show you billing first. What I have done.
That I know billing and all that. I've been doing it now. So
okay, no, that's okay. No, I'm going to show you what credits we have. That credit is applied here. You see this credit?
Okay.
$2,000 credit. You see it? Okay. So you know.
What remaining was still free.
Yeah. So that means for the whole year it should be pretty much free. Okay.
Free. Yeah.
So then I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you to this one. I'm going to take you to Route 53, right? Okay. Okay. There are two entries. The Route 53 has two entries for osa2019.org, www.osa2019. Okay. So what I have done is osa2019.org, and that is an alias to the Elastic Load Balancer. Okay. Okay. And then there are a bunch of MX records for mail forwarding, Google mail forwarding. Okay. Google is handling the mail. Okay. And then the name servers get automatically created. These name servers have been imported into GoDaddy. Okay. And then this SOA record that you are seeing, that is what added for Ssl Certificate. Okay. Verify for Ssl Certificate. And then this various records you see in Google verification, SPF. The SPF record is added just to make sure the emails are not landing in the spam. Okay. And another one is used for Google email. So for Google to deliver email, it needs to verify the domain, right? That record is also added. Okay. Similarly, Google had to verify for use of the API like OpenAuth, like YouTube API, those things. Okay. And then I also created a CNAME. Okay, just to be sure. Similarly, I have another one record, but this is pretty much similar. Okay. Maybe one record would have been okay. So now I realize, well, that's okay. So now there are EC2, right? On EC2, there are two instances of EC2. Okay, one is a primary, one is a failover. And what is happening there is I have also created the image of them. Okay, I have created image of those because I have two instances. I can have more also on different zones. Okay, so I'm just using because they are not heavy. I'm just using the micro instances. Okay. Just very little thing is running on them, not a whole lot of running on them. Okay. So then what is happening is so there are security groups, right? So there are multiple security groups. This one got created by default. This one got created when I created the first instance of the one of the EC2s, another instance, and this is for the database. Okay. And then it tells you a little bit about the database. You see database rules, right? So basically, as you can see, what it is doing is it is allowing all these. It is allowing the servers to access. Okay. The server means the AWS servers, and then there are some IP addresses, right? You see these IP addresses, 64 and all that IP addresses. So those are for Google App Engine, because what is happening, there is a script that is running hourly that is pulling the registration data from the MySQL database, and that is also whitelisted. Apart from that, you cannot access the database from outside. Okay. So it's completely locked down. Okay. And then I would on EC2 I will also show you. I have taken some snapshots, right? I have created, sorry. So I will show you where I have AMIs, right? AMIs, right? So I have created an image. In case one server goes down, you just use the other one to, right? So there is no need to do any monkeying around. Just instance, and you can, if you want, you can launch an instance, right? You see this? Very easy. But $2,000 should be enough for the whole year, right? And then there will be 3 volumes. There will be 2 volumes at least, because one for the, each of them are using, right, each of the databases, the 8 gigs each, okay. And what I have done is I have given elastic IP addresses. So each of these servers have static IP addresses, because for me to log into them, I don't need to, I can just log in that way, okay. And then there is this, so let me just try to log into one of the servers, right? So this is the host, public host name, right? You can copy it here. So I'm going to go to there. There will be /i. Okay. So this is how I log into the server. You saw that, right? So you can also use putty if you want to. From this PEM file, you can create a PPK file. Okay. So let me see what is running. Oh, sorry. Apache is running. Okay. Utilization. See, you can see almost everything is idle. There is no hit on the, because no hit on the server. See that, right? CPU, memory, and all that. Okay, I'm going to quit out of that. So now this is where everything is located. Okay, all the web server related stuff, and
the default one, I think.
but then I'm also going to show you. You can see who is owning this. This is the data. www data is owning the everything. Okay, this is the owner. And then if you look at the ps-eaf, that process is also run by this particular one. See this www data. So everything is owned by www data, and everything is protected. There is no 777, none of that. No public access. Okay. Okay, so that is, but again, nobody can get to this directly because they're all under sitting behind the firewall. Okay. So you saw that, and then all the Apache config, Apache log file, var log. So if you see, the Apache log files are here. Okay. So you have access.log, and that is important because you know who's making this. Okay. Health check. So what? Okay, health check. I have created a little file there, and before there's an error log also in case some error happens, right? So and for you to start the service, so what you can do, shadow service Apache 2 start you can do, okay, or stop you can do, or you can do restart also. Okay, so that's the only commands you probably ever need, right? In case the Apache is down for whatever reason. And then one more thing I was going to show you. Okay, so here you see this particular file, right? Health check, right? Health check. You see the file health check, right? I'm highlighting. So that health check is used by the load balancer to see if the server is running or not. Okay. So that and all this sitemap, I have to create a sitemap for Google thing, okay, Google to and upload it. And then similarly I have these Google things, because that is how I was setting up the Google tracking. Okay. So anytime so I'm going to exit out of here, and for you to say copy some file, right, you can actually do this. You can do SCP, for example. You can do SCP from here also, and suppose I'm going to some file or directory, ABC for example, right, and then you do is this one. You can do that. If you have a directory, if you're copying a directory, you can also do that. And if you are copying a directory, then you can do that by the recursively. Okay. So done. So that is done. So then I'm going to come back to here, elastic IP address. I told you, like, each of them have elastic IP addresses, so that if the what happens otherwise, each time you restart the EC2, then you'll get a new IP address, which can be pain in the butt. Okay, so I don't want to get into this business. So they have, and you can get up to 5 elastic IP addresses. And if you assign one, if you don't use that, then Amazon will charge you. Okay. So now load balancer, right? Okay, so we have one load balancer, right? And then the load balancer.
Go to Wordpress. Let's go through. See, these things I know, because once I go log in, Amazon I can figure out, because I've been doing that. But my struggle will be on the Wordpress or the website of an
Okay.
company.
Let's go. Okay, let's go through this first, then we'll go to that. Okay. So here, this is there are two listeners, port 80, port 443. Okay. And a certificate has been created here, and I will show you that. And then there is monitoring, as I was telling you, right? So there are listeners and all that, right? So then see, you can see all security groups and everything. So then you see a target group, right? Target group, correct? So target group means how many servers you are allocating, right? So here you can see, here is the primary instance, it is healthy. And this is the secondary I'm using. The two of them, they're all healthy, right? They're in two different zones. Zone B, Zone C, East Coast, and then in Ohio. Okay. So what I showed you is I showed you GoDaddy, and I showed you Route 53 on AWS. I showed you how the domain DNS records have been set up. Then I went to show you the EC2 instances. And then I showed you the load balancer. I showed you the image. I showed you how the things have been added. So if you want to add one more server, you can also add here. Okay. So all the things are healthy, as you can see. Another part I did is I use Ssl certificate using this one too. So this one comes free with AWS. I know that you have a load balancer. See, the certificate is issued, right? So now, if I am going to a place like that, as you can see, osa2019.org, immediately you will see the layer here, right? So certificate here, you can see all the details. So you know that is a valid certificate, right? Okay. So all that is fine. So now you know. So where am I? Was I? Okay. So certificate is fine. Everything is running. And there is barely any load on the server, right? So that's why I didn't add more servers. But we can add more servers if we need to. But we don't need. Okay. So AWS part I showed you, right? So now I am going to go to the WordPress site. No, one more thing I have to show you. I didn't show you the database thing, right? Database. Okay. So the database is a MySQL database, up-to-date MySQL database, right? So I'm using one instance. I think there is some 20 gig or so. There is plenty of memory and CPU and all that. Nothing to worry about, right? And then it tells you, right? Okay. This one is the. It is not publicly accessible. It is just. Okay. Okay. Endpoint ta dekhla. That is basically the database host name. Okay. To access the database, basically, oh man, okay. To access the database, obviously, so let me do man. Okay. Okay. So table खोल देख ला. So this is how we access. I mean, if there is a real need of it, we can launch MySQL Workbench, but I have turned off the permission, public permission. There is no need for the database to be open publicly, right? Okay, so at least AWS server setup wise, there is one more thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to show you from web admin. See, this convention account is where everything, all documents are stored, all scripts are running. Okay, because before I got accounts for OSA 2019, I had this one. Okay, see, Sudhendu Das submitted an idea. You see this? This is all coming here, right? Which is nice, right? Submitted an idea. So that's cool stuff, man. People are submitting, you can see, and that is all happening through the email. I'll show you there.
Email, okay.
No. Yeah. Main thing is here. You see registration, right?
Yeah, right. This is main thing.
You see registration, right? So basically there is a spreadsheet, right? What you are seeing in the spreadsheet, there will be you look at scripts, right? So there will be a Google script. There is a Google script. Oh, now why am I doing that? Sorry. Okay. This Google script, it gets what it does. It connects to the database, okay, and runs a query, and then grabs the data and creates various spreadsheets. Okay, all the tabs that you are seeing here, they're all created by the data.
So the website is a tab, okay?
No. What it does, website somebody registered using the plugin, the data gets stored into the MySQL database. And what this guy is doing, it is pulling from there and is preparing, and it will also. It prepares everything. Everything is set up. Okay, script is set up. It has been running for a long. For chapter also we are doing this. So everything is set up, man. Proper script. And what it does, this script runs actually hourly. As you can see, every hour this is getting running. Okay, so there is so everything is linked. So from website registration form to data coming to MySQL, all the way up to showing the attendee list, everything is automated. And 1 hour is good enough, I would say. Right?
Okay.
And we also have the ability to show graphs and charts and stuff like that. Okay? Similarly, everywhere else there is also this automation put in. Say surveys, right? Somebody submitted ideas. ताको पाखु भी email भी जाउछ. देखुछ? Subhendu Das कहछि. देखिला? So now you see this, there is a script there. Yeah.
Right.
I did.
This is good, yeah.
So शेषर भी email जाउछ तंग हैला. देखुछ? Suppose you submit, you will receive an email saying, hey, so and so you submitted, thank you very much. Okay. So देखिला? So এই জিনিস भी होउछ. Huh?
This is good.
So submit idea. तापर कोन होइछि धर जो लोक माने कोन करूछन्ती ना हजार जिंस कल्चरल पई ट्रैक दियो हमका दियो प्रेजेंटेशन दियो सब चले छथि बुझि पारे से जिंसडा भी सब ऑटोमेट कराय जे कोन we don't want to be putting them into email running around attachments man that is a pain in the butt right से सब जिंस अवॉइड करिया पई हमें अन्य जिंस किछ करिछु बुझले so ताकू कोन करिछु ना खाली ना गोटे मिनिट टिके दियो गोटे जिंस उल्टे बार अछि गोटे मिनिट ओके That's going to have a
So what will you do right now?
Yeah, I mean if you done just one night. Oh, yeah, I'm back. Sorry. Okay. सो 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 सेटा धरला कौन होची ना जो वेबसाइट को तुम जीव राइट तुम देखिबा से सब आइडिया सब पेज अछि ना सब सो से जो पेज जहाँ अच्छी धर अबाउट अस राइट जे आइडियाज हला तुम गल से गूगल फॉर्म को सबमिट कला सो दैट डेटा इज कैप्चर्ड इन द वेबसाइट ओके सो एवरीथिंग लाइक दैट सो सिमिलरली तुम जो धर कल्चर ऊपर भी अच्छी तुम धर मीडिया जदि कि कल्चर ऊपर ऐड कला यू कैन आल्सो डू दैट देयर सो तुम जो कल्चर ऊपर जोटा भी होची धर कल्चरल जिनस तुम सब डिपोजिट कल बुझल सो देन व्हाट दैट हैपेंस इज सो एवरीथिंग विल ऑर्गेनाइज इन ए ड्राइव गूगल ड्राइव एंड स्प्रेडशीट राइट तुम देखो ये जो मीडिया जो अपलोड है सो इधर सब भाई अपलोड हो जाए बुझिपारा so think about that right so that is easy correct yeah this will save a lot of time people are not going to say hey I sent you no I didn't get it से सब जिनसे चलेगा नहीं भाई आप कहाँ को कि पर्सनली जाओ दरकार नहीं और सेतरे सब जगह रे भी there is also script setup right the script setup should send emails to the relevant people ये दोनों में सब जाओ email बुझले so that is done there okay so that I showed you now I'm going to show you the okay I'm going to show you the website now okay website रे देखो सब जिनस SSL देखि जाउची देखुछ ऊपर kind of nice right so कौन सेतरे हची वेबसाइट रे गोटे थीम अच्छी and that theme has been purchased ये जो theme टा that is purchased बुझले so theme is a purchase theme से लोक को मु हमर चैप्टर पई किनिथिले मु ताबरे कहली एडी यूज करिया पई सो सेम ईमेल कला कि दैट्स फाइन यू कैन यूज इट हला से लाइसेंस भी दे दीची एइतरे सब जहा फुटर जहा कस्टमाइजेशन एइतरे सब हुए बुझला header footer so yeah but they don't none of them need to change it because we purchase it we are using it they don't need to change it but they can customize the look and feel बुझबेला that's the only thing they have to do okay ताबरे जो plugin एथिरे सब plugin माने contact form तुम जो contact address जो दउचो तमे ओसा 2019 जो हां सुनो सेथिरे सब अच्छी ना सब धर जो मैं contact us धर जो कन्वेंट को contact करला राइट ये जो देखो ना captcha भी अछि ना for captcha also we have so all those things they have been created by the contact form तो ये contact को जीव एक contact form में किया है जे बुझबेला ए सब जिंस करा है छी अच्छा जे हजार जिंस क्रिएट करा है and they are all everything there is a captcha also बुझिला आमे कोन करजु ना गूगल द गोटे captcha रो भी API की टा भी ओना है छी बुझबेला everything using the web admin account बुझबेला so ताले कोन तुम देख लो एवरीथिंग इज प्रॉपर्ली डन सेठी है जी गोटे करस्पोंडिंग गोटे पेज भी है जी से पेज रे से कोड टा को पक्का है बुझबे ना I mean they don't have to do anything man as you can see most of the work is done they just need to clean up and move on right
clean that okay
so then they इठी देखिबो दी से कोड टा इथे पड़ी
from look and feel everything is done
yeah since this contact convention the code is there so सेतरे सब तुम देखु जो कोन सब एलिमेंट हम आनी छु ना so you can right so तुम देखु जो is all properly done there is nothing nobody can BS around on the site correct so spam protection भी जोरे पड़ी छी नहीं सब जिंस रिक्वायर्ड है जी नहीं लोक ठकी पळेबेनी नहीं तो सेटा तुम देखिलो तापर तुम जो देखिबो ए जो विजुअल बेकरी पेज नुहे विजुअल बेकरी दैट इज a paid plugin तुम यदि ऐड ए न्यू पेज कलो तुम गरिबो सारांग टेस्ट ओके सो मु कहि मोर फ्रंट पेज एडिटर गोटे अछि तुम धर कहू ताकू कोन करियो तुम ताकू कोन एडिट सेव करलो हला सेव करियो तुम सेव as a draft you don't need to publish that right so जो पिला मन जो करिवे they can save as a draft front end editor को हला you can drag and drop element तुम कहो हे add element तुम कहो कि भाई मते गोटे दरकार गोटे टेक्स्ट ब्लॉक टा दरकार बुझली और जब भाई मते इमेज भी दरकार मोने इमेज टा पके दिला बस लगेला ना टेक्स्ट ब्लॉक हेगला टेक्स्ट ब्लॉक धड़ाधड़ देखिए तापर कह हे मत गोटे यूट्यूब रे गोटे दरकार बास पकेल कोड माने एटा गोटे डमी बुझिपारे तुम देखले केमति होची सो like that now you say hey I want to make add a row but I want to make 4 columns right तुम एडु गला भाई कॉलम को जीवा तुम कॉलम को गला से कह भाई सॉरी एटा कोन गोटे चले जे तुम कहबो कि ए जो रो को गला तुम कॉलम कतना करना मु 4टा कॉलम दरकार हला देखबेला कलम केमला ना मु कह प्रति कलम रे मते जहा जहा जिंस गोटे प्रोग्रेस बार डाले पके देबी हला so do you see how it is done so basically you don't have to do any coding really right तमे कह भाई मोर गोटे बटन दरकार ए जे सब जिंस अछि भाई I mean there is all the elements are there for you right you want a button बोले हो रे भाई बटन ऐड कली कोई कोन बटन न गोटे बटन न कलर ना क्लासिक रेड माने you can do customization बुझ पाले केहला देखा this is how it is man I mean nothing huh
Everything is solid. Everything is done.
everything is done yeah you know yeah so basically what it tells you any kid can do it if you give the content and then you review it publish right ଆଉ ସେଥିରେ ସବୁ କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି ନା ଏଥିରେ ସବୁ ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଓକେ ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଏସ୍ଏମ୍ଟି ବି ନୁହଁ ଏଇଟା ଇମେଲ୍ ସେଟିଂ ହେଇଛି ଏଥିରେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ତମେ as you can see here the email logଟା ବି ଏଥିରେ ସବୁ ଜାଣିପାରିବ what log emails are getting so you can see भाई सब ईमेल कोड कोड जाउची एवरीथिंग इज हियर बुझिला बट आमे सब ईमेल जोड़ा जाउची देयर बी अ लॉग ओवर हियर आल्सो एट द सेम टाइम देयर बी अ लॉग इन द वेब
for this one we should do it Jan demo doing hackathon we should do a hackathon on this one
no see Saran the only thing I want to do there is how to create a page beyond that I don't want to go any configuration details there's no need for that right there's no need for that any of that man okay so all बहुत जिन जो plugin भी पड़ी जी because they no need to make people smart आउ सेथरे भी कौन है जी तमे जो देखिबो एटा जो तमने पड़ी जी धर ए जो Google sheet view is also tied here so the data comes here सेटा भी सब कोड भी पड़ी जी there is a plugin there is also a code बुझि पाले attendee list पे भी कोड भी पड़ी जी so Google is tied there so you can see how everything is flowing nicely right देखो तुम ये जो कोड टा पड़ी ना and that code सेति पे गोटे plugin भी अछि so you can know how you can do it right what else was I saying of course there is the main one is another one I wanted to show live right धर तमे आमे गोटे live streaming करिबा so then you can actually go live like that in our website you can go live like that and I can go live also I'm going to show you now मु खाली जदी सेटी OBS को कर दली भाई संगे संगे तमे लाइव हे जो देखिबो केमने तमे देखिबो स्टार्ट स्ट्रीमिंग तमे स्टार्ट स्ट्रीमिंग कर दला ए भाई धड़ा धड़ा हस जियो सब देखो तमे देखिबो in few minutes you will see me here also live streaming so that is also there also we have done some coding so that तमे गोटे YouTube live stream पे गोटे plugin पड़ी छी बुझले से plugin रे भी there is a API key also there okay बुझलो so सेटा भी पक्का जाय छी तमे यदि देखिबो सेटिंग रे से सेटिंग देखो ना बुझलो 2100 पड़ी बुझलो से सब जिनसे पड़ी आ ईमेल पाए भी ओपन ऑथ भी यूज होची एसएमटी पर भी सेटे में ओपन ऑथ भी पके भाई ओपन ऑथ बुझबेला आ से गूगल मैप रे भी गोटे एपीआई की भी पड़ी बुझलो तापर सेकेंडली इवेंट पाई धर यू वांट टू क्रिएट एन इवेंट राइट so add an event से जो इवेंट देखो add an event right so I'm going to say test event right so test event है testing right so तुम कहो from date to what date भाई काली है ना तुम कहो कि भाई कौन कौन दरकार यार फिजिकल लोकेशन अच्छी कि नहीं यस इट हैज ए फिजिकल लोकेशन धर तुम्हें टाइप 5 कले धर तुम कहो कि 20 टिम्बरलेन sorry I'm going দেখলেন তুমি so এইটা जो এই যেটা পড়ুনি ম্যাপটা so that is I have embedded some map keys also ହେଲା that is how it is coming so Google Maps or Google Maps geo coding to add କରି ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କରିଛି ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ା ମୁଁ add କରିଛି and that is why the data is coming otherwise it will not be coming right ବୁଝିପାରିଲ so ତାପରେ समय ସେଥିରେ ଯାହା ଟିକେଟିଂ ଫିକେଟିଂ ଯାହା ଦରକାର ବୁଝିଲ ସେ କହିବ କି ଟିକେଟ୍ ଦରକାର କି ନାହିଁ ସେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ତ ଧର ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଏଇଟା ସବୁ କ'ଣ ଭାଇ ଟିକେଟ୍ ତ ମୁଁ କହିବ କି ତାକୁ ରେଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ୍ ଅନ୍ କି ନାହିଁ ଏନେବଲ୍ ରେଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ୍ ବୁଝିଲ ସେ ବାର ଏଇଥିରେ ତୁମେ 10ଟା ଟିକେଟ୍ ବି ଦେଇପାରିବ ତୁମେ ଲିମିଟ୍ ସବୁ ଆଡ଼୍ କରିପାରିବ ଅନ୍ ହେଇକି ନାହିଁ so you can see but you don't have to really create that I will create those things in fact I created one of them in fact I created this ବୁଝିଲ ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିଲ ସବୁ ଡେଟା ସବୁ ଅଲରେଡ଼ି କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିଦେଇଛି ନାଇଁ it's all created so for the most part you ତାପରେ ଧର ମିଡ଼ିଆ ତୁମେ ମିଡ଼ିଆ ଆଡ଼୍ କଲ ଧର ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷ ଆଡ଼୍ ହେଉଛି ତୁମେ ଗୋଟେ ଅପଲୋଡ଼ କରିଦେବ ମିଡ଼ିଆ ତାପରେ ତୁମେ କହିପାରିବ କେଉଁ ସ୍ଲାଇଡର୍ if you want to add it to a slider you can also add it to a slider ସେଇ ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷଟା ଯେଉଁ ଆଡ଼୍ ହେଇନି so ଏଇଟା ଭାଇ କୁଆଡ଼େ ଗଲା ଲାଇଭ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ କାହିଁ ହେଉନି ଏଠି ଦେଖିବ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ ଏ ଭାଇ ଦେଖୁଛ ତମେ ସାର୍ ଦେଖୁଛ ତମେ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମିଂ ହଁ So you can know, right? Everything is well integrated. The only thing we need to do is clean up the home page, and I showed you event. I showed you to this one how to create a web page. Main thing we have to do is how to create a web page. That's all you need to do. How to update in a web page. Yeah. हाँ तापर कौन है जी तापर तुम यदि मेनू ऑप्शन को ऐड करिवो we can also add to menus right so it will be very easy so you can get a page and you can say hey add to menu it will appear somewhere in the bottom then you take it and properly structure it that's how it and then save it that probably we will handle we will not let the kids but did you see how it is simple as it is so bhai this is for today and that day what we will do is we will try to basically teach kids how to create web pages in a matter of 2 hours it's not a whole lot of things right, as you can see and that's the only thing that ସେଥିରେ ଗୋଟେ Wordpress ବି ଗୋଟେ ପକେଇଛି ମୁଁ login Wordpress plugin ବି ଗୋଟେ ପକେଇଛି so it basically tracks that ଭାଇ କିଏ କ'ଣ ଚଲେଇଛନ୍ତି ଭାଇ ସେ ଧର କିଏ କିଛି କହିଲା then I have firewall କୋଉଠି କ'ଣ ଆସୁଛି ଭାଇ ସବୁ ଟ୍ରାଫିକ୍ କହିଦେଉଛି ଭାଇ ତୁମେ ଦେଖୁଛ ଭାଇ ଏଠି ଦେଖୁଛ କେତେ କ'ଣ IP address right yeah go
solid I'm a solid काम से जो करने only that we just submitted खाली you can't feel that that's only
yeah correct so देखो भाई এটা লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং भी होଉଛି মানে through a web page everything is happening man I mean how simple can it be right this is the story man and what else can I say I mean this is how all it is today right
actually I know what you have to do even before the quiz these two persons should watch all the capabilities Amar and Lalwana
yeah
to spend
okay stop there what recording it बंद कर
at least to discuss them that we know